Hi, this is Dave Johnson, and I've just got the pleasure to be on the phone with several friends that we've been together in the Nikken business for quite a few years. And Nikken has just branched out into something I'm just very excited about. When I first saw shampoo and conditioner, oh boy, something new that nobody has. A whole new breakthrough. But when I squirted some out in the shower the first time and looked at that, I thought, my goodness, this is really different. It looks like mud. And I smelled a little bit, and my mind at that moment, I just kind of thought spa. When I saw that color, I just thought of kind of that classic picture that probably is in everyone's mind of the lady laying back, a towel in her hair, and she's got cucumbers over each eye, and she's got all this mud slathered all over her face. and that's kind of what this stuff looks like. And when I kind of looked at that thought about that, why not? Your skin, it can be nourished, it can be detoxified, all kinds of different things with treatment. And maybe we could talk a little bit about some of the ingredients in that, but putting that in your hair, some pretty amazing things happen. But I'd like to turn the time over to Ina Marie, who has had some years experience in, you've probably washed and prepared a lot of people's hair over the years. I would dare say hundreds of thousands of hair washings, and you've probably tried more than one brand. So as the resident expert with a lot of experience, this came along. What do you think, Ina Marie?
Well, when I first learned about the new shampoo and conditioner, I didn't get excited until I got to try it, because I used to always tell people, until I get to experience it and try it, I can't get very excited, because I've tried every product on the market. And to get my hair to have it look the way I have it look with my curls, I have to put a lot of product in it. And I've always dreamt of having one product, and when I would go to the hair shows or the supply store, I would ask people, what new stuff do you have for curly hair? And everybody would give me a mousse or a shine or a cream or something that just added, a little bit of touch to it, but it didn't give it that moisture and lock the cuticle down. And so when everybody was getting excited about the shampoo and conditioner, I couldn't wait to go home and try it. And I was surprised that I could use the shampoo and I could feel the difference in the cuticles, how it was, closing them down, and how the conditioner, all I had to use was just the one conditioner. And I've never been able to do that. In the 41 years of doing hair, I've never been able to use one styling agent, one conditioner, because my hair's so curly. And what happens is the cuticles stay open if I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to say. If you don't keep your hair and your skin, the scalp, acidic, the cuticles stay open. And I've never been able to find anything that could lock the cuticles and close them down to lay my hair down. And I was surprised when the first time I put the conditioner on my hair, and I said, okay, let me just try this. Let me see if this is going to really work. And I was very excited that I've been able, for the last week and a half, been able to just use the conditioner, and then I wet it a little bit and I add a little bit more to it, and I don't rinse it. I keep a little bit on my hair just to add the, lock down the cuticles and the moisture. So it's been very exciting, and I've been sharing it with some of my clients, and they're excited to try it as well. So it's exciting to have a product that's natural, that can do so many different things. It's not just going to keep the cuticles closed down. It's going to help prevent a lot of different challenges that the scalp can have, bacteria, fungus, a lot of different things that, bugs, a lot of different things that people could have. And it's a great product. I love it. I'm excited that Nikken finally came out with the shampoo and conditioner. I always used to tease my clients, one day Nikken's going to have a shampoo and conditioner, and here it is. It's very exciting.
Pretty neat. Now, Haley, as a young lady who has famous hair, got a lot of it, and I believe because of that and the prominence of your mom in the Nikken arena, I guess Nikken asked you if you would be one of the trials. So could you tell us a little bit about yourself and your experience, and because you've been using this longer than any of us?
So I was super excited, and I was able to come to the Nikken convention at like 2 months after I had started and show everyone like the awesome progress that my hair had made. But I have crazy hair. It's famous because it's like a lot and really crazy. But I have wavy hair, so I totally understand like my hair is, and it's very fine, very frizzy for the most part. And like I've never been able to find anything that has been able to tame that for like consistently, maybe for up to 2 days at a time. I have to wash my hair every day. And now I don't. I can go like 3 days at a time, and it is such a blessing. But my hair grew, which is insane. My hair grows pretty fast anyways. It grows like faster than the average, which is like, I want to say the average hair growth, if your hair is healthy, is like ½ an inch a month. I want to say that's it. My hair grows about like a little bit faster than that, but my hair grew 4 inches in 2 months.
Wow.
Which is an insane amount of growth for your hair. And I guess my hair was just like, well, you know, you're treating me right. So now, like, and I absolutely love it too, because I was scared because I bleached my hair. And I was like, oh, you know, this first time I had ever colored my hair or done anything to my hair. And this is the first time that I had ever, I was like, I don't know what to use on it. I don't know if this is going to mess it up. I was like, well, we'll just try it. We'll just see what happens. And after I got my hair bleached, my hair was like feeling a little rough, because that's what happens when you keep your hair. And I was like, okay, well, let's see what happens. Because I know that the shampoo and conditioner, like the conditioner makes your hair like feel like a cloud. So we're going to theory out on bleached hair. And my hair feels totally normal. People can't even tell that my hair, I was blonde before, but people can't even tell that my hair isn't totally, completely natural. And for me, like, that's huge. And it's brightened my hair. Most people that have ever bleached their hair know you have to use like a purple shampoo, like on the daily, in order to keep it from going a weird color, like a weird yellow or gray. Most of the time I use my purple shampoo maybe like once or twice a week, because I don't need to, because my hair is healthy, it's clean. One thing that I really love about it is I have a very sensitive scalp. And I think that has a lot to do with my fine hair. It's really dry a lot of the time, or it's super oily, or, you know, one or the other. And most shampoos and conditioners, I can only use a certain kind of shampoo and conditioner. Or I'm like sitting there all day, like scratching my head, you know, trying to figure out why it's burning. But the shampoo and conditioner hasn't done that to me at all. Like, it's totally been a turnaround for my hair and my care routine, my hair care routine. So it's super awesome.
Oh, that's fantastic. Nancy, you've been in Nikken quite a while. Would you mind just kind of sharing your background a little bit? And you've been using the shampoo for a while, and you've got quite a bit of hair, and it looks really good, by the way.
Thank you.
Tell us your experience.
Well, just a quick note on the background. Before I came into Nikken, I was the marketing executive for about 15 years with personal care products and food, and then the last 5 was in healthcare, and transitioned then into something where I had a little more control over my destiny and wanted to live my values a little more, which was wellness and not what I had been experiencing. So fast forward now many years in Nikken, I've been using all the products for all these years. When I heard that the shampoo and conditioner were being launched, my first reaction was, really? Like, what could this have in it that is so different? And then I started using it and looked at the ingredients. So like Haley, I have a lot of really fine hair. And Haley, I bleached my hair for 30 years. So I completely understand everything that you're talking about. And I had to be careful because it breaks off easily, et cetera, et cetera. And when I got into Nikken and started thinking wellness, I went back to normal and I let my hair get natural. And so this is like natural and I have to pin it back or I'd have a fro. So, so Haley, I completely understand. But when mine gets longer, it's not quite as bad. So, anyway, I've been using the shampoo now for, well, since I got it from the launch, so a week and a half, 2 weeks. I am noticing a lot of the things that I'm hearing the other two ladies talk about. It is like, first of all, you don't need very much. That's the first thing I noticed. Mm-hmm. And I literally have been looking for, can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. So I've been looking for clean shampoo conditioner for like years. I'm always on the search. So I finally found an organic one that was pretty good. So I thought, I wonder how this will compare. There's no comparison. Not only is it clean and organic, but you just need a little bit, and because there's no solvents like sodium lauryl sulfate, it doesn't lather really big, but you don't need it. You put a little water with it and it just gets everywhere. That's true for both products, by the way. As far as what I've experienced, it leaves it completely soft, manageable, and because I have really curly hair too, most products leave it frizzy, and this doesn't. And that's one of the biggest difference that I've noticed. So, Dave, you probably didn't know you were going to get 3 curly-haired gals giving testimonials here, but this product's amazing. And I will tell you that I'm at my parents' home out of town, so because I was traveling and I brought a small suitcase, I couldn't bring the big bottle. So I just want to point out, you can carry this green mud around. It's so important to use it. It will change the health of your hair, your scalp. I've got daughters with different scalp issues. I can't wait till they come home at Thanksgiving and they get to start using it as well. So I guess I can't say enough. For 17 years, when Nikken announces new products, they kind of announce it in an underwhelming way. And then when you use it, the benefits are overwhelming. That's my experience every single time, and this is no different.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. Hey, let's go back to Nina Marie. What about, it seems like it helps people with frizzy hair, fine hair. What about, and also it seems like it's good for colored hair or treated hair. What about permanence? Has anybody had any experience with that yet?
Well, if you think about, if you change the pH of the hair, you're going to have it healthier, just like your body. If you change the pH of your body, the body's going to be healthier. The body needs to be slightly alkaline. The hair and the scalp needs to be acidic. So if you're using a product that's too alkaline, and in the products that we use to dye our hair and to perm is very alkaline. And that's why it gets very dry. And then you have to go in there and turn the hair shaft back into acidic to close the cuticles. So if you're running around with alkaline products, and that's why I've had to use so many different products to combine them together to get the results that I wanted to get. But, you know, it's, a lot of us don't realize we use this product, and I've spent a lot of money on, you know, $40 for a little serum because I wanted to get the best. And I sent you a picture of all the products. I used to use anywhere between 10 and 24 products to get my hair to curl the way I wanted to curl, to make it feel the way I wanted it to feel. And when people would ask me, you know, what do you put on your hair? Your hair looks nice. And I would look at them and say, you don't want to know, because I couldn't tell you just one product. I would have to think about it. Which one would be the one that I would, but that wouldn't be everything that that person would need, because if you wanted to get your hair to look the way that my hair looked, you'd have to use 10 to 24 products, and that's expensive. So I got excited when I was able to just use you know, the shampoo and then the conditioner, because it took me a long time to find a shampoo and conditioner years ago that my hair didn't turn to a rock, because it would be so hard when I would wash it. And the shower, the water, you know, makes a big difference as well. And I would freak out if I traveled, because if I didn't have the right shampoo and conditioner, I couldn't wash my hair, because my hair would be so dry. It would be like a rock. I would try and comb it, and I couldn't comb it. And now that I just have 2 products, I don't know what to do with the other products that I have. I'm going to take a picture, because I did take a picture of my hair using the Nikken shampoo and conditioner, and then I have to go back and take a day and go, oh no, do I have to torture myself now to go back to all those products that I put in my hair, just so I can take another picture of what my hair looked like before? Because my clients have been looking at my hair and saying, your hair looks really nice. It looks better than normal. And I said, well, let me tell you about this. You know, Nikken found a new way to give us a better product for our shampoo and our conditioners. So it's exciting, because your scalp and your hair have to be healthy to look good. So it's inside and outside. They can take, I've had some of my clients that when they had some kind of challenges, they would take some hair samples and take it down to a lab and have somebody analyze your hair. But they could tell what's going on with your hair, everything that's missing through your hair. So that's why it's important to keep your body healthy inside and out, because your hair shows it all.
Good stuff. And talking about samples and carrying things around, Valerie went to URM, and I imagine you can find it on the internet as well, but there's these little plastic cups with lids on them that are super inexpensive, and we just had a launch, and we just squirted some shampoo and conditioner and gave out samples, and just with a magic marker writing S or C, you know, so they know shampoo or conditioner. And so much of Nikken, it's just show and tell. And this is going to be another fun product. There could be a whole new market to open up to people and let them know about it. One of the questions I think is really apropos, especially when we just came out with other products that are kind of related to the skin, to the shampoo, is skincare. And we're one of the very few companies that have EcoCert, which is a European label that's very, very high standard. Almost nothing will pass EcoCert, and so it's not talked about much, because nobody can do anything. Nikken had Susan Jeske as retained for quite some time, a skincare expert, and she talked about, she went to a thing where it was all about EcoCert, and there was just, you know, you could count on your hand how many products that were actually held to that test, and a couple of them were herbal teas, not anything to do with even the skincare or cosmetic industry. So here's the question: what about this stuff? Is this natural? Is it organic? And I'd like to, as soon as I saw the label and started reading this, wow, these are big words. But one of the things I did notice is it does not have sodium lauryl sulfate, which is one of the things that a lot of people are nervous about. And I'd like to just read some stuff that I picked up, and you can Google around a little bit too. But this says it really well, that our markets have been overwhelmed with chemical names that many of us do not understand. And between the dangers of animal tested and genetically manufactured products and the price of more natural ingredients, it's become quite a difficult task to decide what's good for both the body and the wallet. And with regard to cosmetic products, especially shampoos and skin cleansers, it's important to know what's going into our pores and strands. So that is a big thing. As an example, drugs are actually delivered transdermally. That's why we should not touch things that are bad. You know, don't handle lead or other toxic things, because we can internally get them. That's a big deal. So if we're putting stuff on our scalp and letting it stay there, you know, as it conditions the hair, what's in that stuff? And so, okay, important to know, is it harmful or toxic? What's in the product? that could dry out your hair or irritate your skin. A simple understanding of the main ingredients is really an important thing. And so here's the, when I got this, the very first thing on the list on the top, other than water, is supercalifragilistic, no, it's it's disodium lauryl sulfosuccinate. Okay, okay, let me say that one more time. Disodium lauryl and sulfosuccinate. Okay, this is a chemical found in hair and skin products. Quite simply, it's a degreasing emulsifier and a foaming agent. And now, here's the difference. The number one thing is again sodium lauryl sulfate. And okay, it's not an organic substance. Neither of them are. But also, it's not like the other chemicals either. Is it bad for you? Researchers say no. The molecules are really, really big and cannot penetrate the skin in the way other surfactants do, which is like the sodium lauryl sulfate. It's got little tiny molecules. I guess that's why it's easier to say. It's a smaller word. But that's the big thing right there, is this doesn't go into your body. And so that's the thing. It's considered very gentle on the skin and is even suitable for more sensitive skin types. And it's not sulfated in production. So, you know, which means basically it's a salt of sulfuric acid, which interestingly, sulfuric acid is probably really not a good thing that you want to put on your body, but it's used in just about everything to do with modern living. Okay, it's often incorrectly compared to sodium lauryl sulfate, as they're both used in cosmetic products as foaming agents and emulsifiers. The biggest difference between the two chemicals is that sodium lauryl sulfate is more chemically modified and contains smaller molecules that can penetrate and irritate the skin. Sodium lauryl sulfate is considered more hazardous to the skin. So I think that's a big thing. If you kind of go through all of these substances here, basically you want something that works and works well, and this is in there. Now here's another thing I think that's really fun about Nikken. As we're familiar with things like tri-phase with bracelets, this never comes off. This is on all the time. I love what it does for my wrist. I love the products, and we're familiar with this technology because it's magnetics, it's far infrared, and it's negative ion. Well, how the heck would you put magnets and far infrared and that in there? Well, if you are interested, probably the number one magnetic material is ferrite, and so we here have ferrite magnets. And if you look in here, we have iron oxide. One of the other things I think is really interesting is far infrared and negative ions, and I'll read this right here. And when you pick it up, it's heavy. When you squirt it out, it looks funny, and that's because of one of the ingredients, bentonite. And let me just read a paragraph here. Bentonite has a very large surface area because it has little teensy tiny particles, and it's a colloidal substance. And because of that, it carries a negative electric charge and can attract positively charged pathogenic organisms along with their toxins and carry them out of the body. Thus, bentonite compounds not only provide minerals, but also can be used as detoxifying agents. As such, they facilitate assimilation and can help prevent all kinds of different things. They bind with anti-nutrients. Bentonite, it's used extensively internally and externally over a lot of years. So that's kind of a neat thing, and that's why the skin, which is our largest organ, one of the things it does is it helps get rid of bad stuff as we perspire. And the bentonite on the spa, putting it on your face, it makes a lot of sense putting it up here where we have a real rich blood supply, all of these hair pores and follicles, all this stuff. It's really a lot of active stuff going on. And putting this on also with natural peppermint oil, which is just invigorating and just kind of wakes you up. It's awesome. I love that with my Nikken shower head. This is a good experience. But anyway, I wanted to definitely bring that up for everyone. And anybody got any other comments that you'd like to talk about the shampoo and conditioner? Tips, whatever.
I want to follow up on what Nina Marie talked about. The pH balance of our body, which includes anything extending from our body, is really critical. And I love that point you made, Nina Marie, because there are so many people that don't understand that fact, that by creating a perfect pH balance, your health is way ahead of the game. And so this does this naturally. You don't have to think about it. Once again, I find that this product fits into the whole philosophy of our wellness home in that we don't have to change a habit. You know, we're already going to wash our hair. And so why not do it with a product that's going to help you be healthier without one more ounce of effort? And so I love that part of the product development. And thanks, Dave, for explaining the ingredient impact. I think that was really helpful for me, even, you know, articulating the details of that. Thank you.
And any other comments? I think we ought to share this with people and help lots of folks. I'm just wondering, Haley, where it helped your hair growth, and it does kind of, you know, the blood supply. It seems to just kind of stimulate and stir things up. I can't wait to try this on some people that are challenged with wanting to have more hair. So let's get out there and see what we can do with everything. But anyway, thanks for joining us, everyone, and let's go share the good word of Nikken.
I agree.
Be blessed.
Yes. Absolutely.